Eswatini, my beautiful Eswatini. I discover new things about you every day, and yet you have still so much more to offer. The food is delicious, the people are friendly, and united by the spirit of Ubuntu. The place is absolutely magical, which set the kingdom of Eswatini apart from the rest of the world. Eswatini's economic outlook indicates that agriculture contributes 9.1% of the GDP, acknowledging that 58.9% of the population lives below the poverty line. 70% of them lives in rural areas. The life of the people living in rural areas is highly dependent on agriculture.
Despite the notable socio-economic progress of the country, food insecurity and malaria pandemic remains a threat to the people of Eswatini. Since the 90s, the government identified invasive plant as a threat to agriculture production, as it reduces the quality of rangelands, reduces groundwater, causes soil degradation, and the loss of native plant. According to the Ministry of Agriculture, no one knows where this plant came from, but it is everywhere. It crowds other plants. It takes over land that might be cultivated. Fire has no effect on this plant, and cutting it down does nothing.
In 2019, World Health Organization reported that there were 1.2 billion malaria cases globally. More than 1 million people die every year. Eswatini is not an exception to that, as approximately 30% of its population lives in malaria pandemic areas. In 2019, the government of Eswatini contributed $5.5 million towards the end malaria. On the 22nd of April, a leading publication in the country labeled the northern part of Ho district as an area that has an alarming rise in malaria, as it recorded 60 cases in April only. Recently, World Health Organization reported that mosquitoes are now gaining a resistance against inorganic insecticides being used for fumigation, thus calling upon the world to bring forth other solutions to eliminate this pandemic. Together, we are joining hands with World Health Organization. We are saying, Zero malaria starts with me.
Inspired by the set challenges, we sat around the table to brainstorm ideas. We came up with Project Clarity. Our team is made of 30 members who are striving towards the betterment of the kingdom of Eswatini, and as well as being the best entrepreneurial frontliners. Representing the whole team today is
Mazia Mnetis,
Mandimakulu Moses.
Dlamini Kolegi.
I am Dlamini Wasingvile, and our IT Dlamini Lingen.
This project was implemented in partnership with Makosini community. Project LAID is about raw bio-oil that have diverse uses, extracted from different invasive plants and other plants. The name clade is derived from the first letters of the scientific names of the plant: Chromoliana odorata, Lantana camara, Eucalyptus grandis, Lipia javanica, and Tacitus minuta. In the past years, people recognized this plant as weed and a threat to the environment, but we have turned this into an innovative solution that has become a major panacea and a commodity.
Cloud is a 4-phase project, with each phase complementing the other, using a multiple, technical, and effective solution all after a sustainable business meta, which brings cost down and productivity up. Our project phases include the eradication of invasive plants, extraction of raw bio-oil from those plants, manufacturing of insect-repelling products, and lastly, compost production.
The first phase of the project was implemented in 2019-2020, which mainly focused on the eradication of invasive plants. About 5.5 hectares of arable land covered by these invasive plants was reclaimed and used for agriculture production to ensure food security in different communities in the eastern region, thus achieving goal number 2 in the SDGs. The second phase of the project was the extraction of raw bio-oil and hydrosol as a byproduct from these invasive plants. Over 7,500 liters of raw bio-oil was extracted from the 5.5 hectares of land that was reclaimed in phase 1. Using a simple mechanism that we designed ourselves, thus achieving goal number 9 in the SDGs.
In 2020-2021, our project was further upscaled to its third phase, which is the use of raw bio-oils and hydrosol to manufacture insect-repelling products in the form of candies and bug sprays.
Through research and the aid of Swat Secret, which is a leading plant oil extraction in Eswatini, our oil samples and hydrosol were tested. Different variable compounds were discovered that have healthy and agricultural benefit. Based on the results, the team came up with 3 innovative products, namely the Candly and 2 different bug spray. The innovative products are able to minimize the spread of malaria and also reduces the use of inorganic insecticide, thus meeting goal number 3 in the SDGs. The essential components of our oils are within international standard, which made this project to be able to meet local and explore the international market.
To pilot the Kenglis, the team identified 25 members of Makosini community. The Kenglis were tested for a period of 2 months. At the end, each participant was given a feedback questionnaire on how the Kenglis were effective. Feedback received from the different respondents showed that 74% of respondents said the Kenglis were very effective, and 26% of them said the candles were moderately effective.
As alluded, besides mosquito repelling candles, the team also manufactures 2 different bug sprays, one made up of raw bio oil, hydrosol, alcohol, carrier oil, while the other consists of hydrosol only. To test the effectiveness of the bug spray, the team engaged a vocational farmer, Mr. Mazia, who is one of our beneficiaries. In his garden, 5 liters of the bug spray was used on a portion that was planted with 600 cabbages. An observation was made which showed that the bug spray were effective as there was less insect damage on the crop than before, and it made an income of over 60% as compared to the previous years. The study was carried out over a period of 3 months.
In the process of extraction, 480 mils of raw bio oil is extracted per day. In tank produces 576 candles per day, 386 liters of bug spray, and 480 mils of raw bio oil. In a month, the project is able to produce of over 12,000 candles or 84,000 liters of bug spray and over 10,000 mils of raw bio oil. This in turn means that the cost of producing 10 mils of raw bio oil is $0.75 with a selling price of over $5. The cost of producing 1 candle is $1.4 with a selling price of over $2. The cost of producing 1 bug spray is $1.4 with a selling price of over $3. This project has got the potential to generate a revenue of over $73,000 per month.
The oil extraction process leaves about 23 tons of plant waste per month. Before the team's intervention, this waste was burned, causing large greenhouse gases. This led us to our last phase of the project, which is compost production. This compost is utilized as manure, thus achieving goal number 12 in the SDGs.
The project has created 10 job opportunities for our beneficiaries at Makosini community. One of the project's objectives is to continue with the business beyond the team's engagement. To ensure sustainability of the project, the team continues to empower and capacitate its beneficiaries on oil extraction and production skills, thus achieving goal number 11 in the SDGs. Through the aid of our stakeholders and organization, we have engaged our beneficiaries in training such as skills development, entrepreneurial knowledge, and business concepts, thus achieving goal number 17 in the SDGs. The project has built partnership with Eswatini Environmental Authority and Eswatini National Youth Council, just to name a few.
Our continuous interactions with our beneficiaries inspired them to diversify into poultry, piggery, and vegetable production. In poultry, they made an income of $1,200. In piggery, they made an income of $550. And in vegetable, they made an income of $313 through business incubation in the college facilities.
During the treatment period of COVID-19, it was discovered that the 5.5 hectares of arable land that was covered by invasive plant, which was cleared in phase 1, was reinfested with invasive plants. Together with the community, we worked together with the community to eradicate these invasive plants again. More than 5.5 hectares of land was cleared and reclaimed to ensure that the invasive plants are completely eradicated. Activated carbon known as extericoline, which we produce ourselves, was planted into the soil, which kills the root nodules of the plant while encouraging plants growth. The reclaimed land is used by the community to grow vegetables and graze their livestock.
After the outbreak of COVID-19, the world was looking for a better solution to fight this pandemic. The team came up with a solution to extract Lipia javanica and Eucalyptus grandis oils, which are used for steaming purposes to treat COVID-19 symptoms like fever. Our skills of oil extraction were shared with our beneficiaries, who in turn scaled up these productions. They made an income of $705 through the sales of these raw bio oils. They also made an income of $1,500 through the manufacture and selling of insect repelling products.
On the 8 hectares of land, to ensure the sustainability of this project, we plan to grow variable plant by diversifying into lemongrass, lavender, tea tree, and many more plants to produce products such as soaps, cosmetics, and body lotion. Revenue generated from those sales will work towards getting a big oil extractor and a candle making machine so that we extract more oil and make more product to grow the business and also to create more job opportunities. To scale up this project, we plan to reach more areas in the communities that are infested by invasive plants to reclaim more land.
Overall this year, we have reached 30 people of Makosini, 8 youth empowerment, 27 people of Matendele, 16 people of Ngwane community, 66 student teachers in collaboration with Kwaka Invoza, and 9 Southern African and Enactus students, embarking a total number of 228 people directly and 8,752 people indirectly. This year alone, Clean Oil Business generated an income of over $4,000.
Since we sat around the table and brainstormed ideas for this project, from that moment until now, we have undergone immense growth that has been powered by Enactus Eswatini. We have achieved quite a lot and have gained a lifetime knowledge. We are young entrepreneurs that will continue to strive towards being the best entrepreneurial frontliners and the betterment of the communities and the country at large. Together we are
Enactus World Cup.